Ho, ho, hoes! Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you guys want to say, but you just can't ignore it. The snow is outside. Kind of. Now, since the weather outside ain't too frightful, I thought I'd bring you all a great Christmas present of my top 10 favorite winter levels. Now remember, this is my own personal list, so if the level that you like isn't on here, it's probably because I hate it. Or because I haven't played it. So, without further ado, let's continue on to my great Christmas special.
Number 10!
Let's go!
Now, for anyone who wasn't aware, I've been streaming a lot lately, and I finally got my hands on the Jak and Daxter series. More importantly, the first one. And what I can say about the original Jak and Daxter is, it feels more like this than it does this.
But I do have to say, it is a great collectathon at that, and I enjoyed almost every second of it. Fuck! Shit! Come on! Oh, great, I suck at this game.
Now, if you can't tell what my first pick is, I'm assuming that's because you haven't played the game yet. So let me introduce you to Snowy Mountain.
Snowy Mountain is a beautiful level filled with a shit ton of atmospherics. From the beautiful falling snow all the way to the icy caverns, this place screams cold in winter. The soundtrack for the level is also extremely fitting, with the jingling of bells in the background and chimes that give that kind of Christmassy feeling to it. Snowy Mountain also features some of my favorite enemies in the game, including the abominable snowman and werewolves made of ice. And speaking of ice, the ice physics in this game are not painstakingly horrible. Usually when I think of having to cross an icy, rickety bridge, I think it's going to be a horrible experience. But this game really makes it easy for you. And last but not least, the 24-hour system this game runs on really gives this level some beautiful scenes. For example, when the sun is rising, the ice looks beautiful in the shimmer of the sun. And at night, everything is gorgeous under the moonlight. Now, just imagine if something as beautiful as this is number 10, what else could be to come? Number 9!
Let's go!
Welcome to a city that hits very close to home to me since I've been there many times and lived pretty close to it. This level is known as Snowy Toronto. Now this level and Snowy Mountain were very close and I had a hard time picking which one would take the number 9 spot, but I just love this level a bit more. It really does a great job bringing the Toronto city to life with a great use of snow and even the CN Tower in the background. Plus, the music for this level is just amazing. I've used it in many of my videos.
Also, beating the shit out of random people in Toronto has just always been a dream of mine, so this level is obviously made for me. I just can't wait for the mayor snorting cocaine DLC. Oh!
Number 8.
Let's go!
Now, as many of you may know, when I was a wee little boy, a lot of my gaming experiences were only on the Nintendo 64, so I do know a lot of games from its library, and this is just one of those great games.
007 GoldenEye is one of the most revolutionary FPS games made, and it redefined the genre, something Rare was just too good at doing at the time. The game had it all, from extremely addictive multiplayer to an amazing story mode that I myself have played tons of times. And the level that we're here to talk about today is Surface number 1 and number 2. When I was a kid, these levels were so much fun because they seemed to last so long. If you didn't know where you were going, you could get lost in the winter wasteland for hours. But it was always fun walking around and discovering new buildings, especially in the night level when the draw distance of the game was even less.
The only thing that I think Rare missed out on with this level was a smaller multiplayer version, because everyone would have played snipers on it and it would have been amazing fun. What's that on my...
Number 7.
Let's go!
It's okay. It's just a flesh wound. So, as many of you may know, Majora's Mask is my favorite game. So it'd only be fitting if a level from that game was in this list. Oh, look at that.
I may not 100% enjoy all the dungeons in Majora's Mask, but I do love Snowhead Temple. The giant Goron blocking your path at the start is a great idea and really funny. I also love the story of what's happening here between the Gorons freezing and starving and the Goron hero Darmani's ghost that you have to save.
It's a really sad story, and knowing that you have to save all of their lives, it makes this temple that more enjoyable.
The empty music that plays keeps you on edge, and the ice-cold feeling of the temple really works together, and it makes you feel cold and hopeless, just like the Gorons of the village. And the dungeon itself is also a giant puzzle with the pillar in the center that I really love. The only big downside to the dungeon is the boring mini-boss that you have to fight twice. But at least the epic boss of the dungeon makes up for that.
Number 6.
Let's go.
You know what's awesome? Drifting. Drifting is so awesome, there's a whole movie based around it. But you know what's more awesome than drifting? Drifting on ice.
Hell yeah! Drifting on the icy Sherbert track in Mario Kart 64 was always awesome. Between dodging the penguins, drifting all the way through this awesome cave, and risking your life jumping corners, I always loved this level. There was also that giant penguin in the middle of the track that I always wanted to get to, but was never able to as a kid. Maybe if I drift around this corner the right... Nope.
Number 5.
Let's go.
And here comes one of the newest picks on my list from one of my favorite games, A Link to the Past. Fuck! A Link Between Worlds.
Now, the ice ruins from A Link Between Worlds is beautiful in every way. Great scenery, great environment, all the kind of things you would expect from a Zelda game. Yada, yada, yada. But what really hits me about this dungeon is how it plays. And that's because you get to visit each and every floor before you start the dungeon. And then you get the boss key. What? That never happens in Zelda games. Usually you get the boss key last. But literally, this dungeon, it's one of the first items you get, which I think is really awesome.
Number 4.
Let's go.
Now, I haven't played Metal Gear Solid 3 or 4, and I've heard those are the fan favorites, especially 3. So I don't know much about those games. But I do know a lot about Metal Gear Solid 1.
So it's only fair that I mention Shadow Moses Island, which is kinda cheap since all of Metal Gear Solid 1 takes place on it, but hey, it's a level, so I can pick it. Now, the amazing thing about this level was its technical level for the age it was made in. Walking through the snow and leaving footprints that could be tracked back to you was a very surprising gameplay mechanic. And seeing the breath of the guards really adds to the level's chill factor. Yes, I just said chill factor.
I guess what I'm trying to say here is Metal Gear Solid is awesome. And Metal Gear Solid took place on an island. Therefore, the island is awesome.
Number 3.
Let's go.
Now, I don't think many people know this, but back in the day, I was a huge competitive FPS and TPS player, and I followed MLG very closely. So, I was a pretty big fan of Call of Duty up until Black Ops 1. After that, I kind of lost interest in everything that they did. So, therefore, Cliffhanger for Modern Warfare 2 is one of the most fucking amazing levels ever.
Remember the point at the start when you have to take out the ice picks and you have to climb up the ice wall and then you almost fall a few times and then after that you're in this crazy snowstorm and you have to silently kill everyone and plant bombs and then your teammate gets captured and you have to blow up the bombs to distract everyone and then run into snowmobiles and drive down the cliff and shoot all the other people in their snowmobiles and then jump this crazy big canyon like Evel Knievel or some shit? Yeah, that level's fucking amazing.
Number 2.
Let's go.
So I already went over this level a bit when I reviewed the game that it's from, so I'm not going to go too far in depth on it, but let's start this off with a bang.
Oh, that has got to hurt.
Yes, Crash Twinsanity is one great game. Its level Slip Slide Ice Capades is one great level with non-stop, fast-paced fun that'll keep you laughing through the whole thing. Plus, I myself love the music in this game. If you have never played Twinsanity, find a copy and play it. It's definitely a hidden gem.
It's a me, number 1.
Let's go.
Now I bet you're all wondering where Freeze Easy Peak is, and I just have to say, it's not number 1. And that's just because I haven't played that far into Banjo Kazooie yet. But now I guess you're even more confused on what the number 1 spot is. And I only have one response to that.
Assault on the Control Room from Halo 1 is the best winter level ever made from my own experience. This level includes every single gun that can be used except for the shotgun, and is also the only level in Halo 1 where you get to use the Scorpion tank. Just imagine that experience, the first time going through the game and being able to see a tank in front of you, hop in it, and blow the living hell out of anything in your sight. The level also gives a crazy amount of variation since you can sneak through most of the level or run in guns blazing. So the first time you enter a room, you can shoot everything you see and hope for the best. But if that doesn't work for you, you can sneak around and give all those baddies the back smack. There are also some really awesome huge outdoor battles with vehicles and then more epic battles inside against Zelda elites. The last thing is that this level looked very nice for the time, but now that the HD version was released, damn, this level is beautiful. The icicles on the mountain and the beautiful colors, this is exactly what I imagine when thinking of a winter level.
And that is exactly why Assault on the Control Room is my favorite winter level. A beautiful scenic experience mixed with amazing combat, and I don't even think I have to mention it, but the Halo soundtrack just makes this level that more epic. Now, don't forget to leave comments below on what your favorite winter levels are, and don't forget to have a very Merry Christmas. Ho ho ho!